Ladies and gentlemen, the Brawl Talk has just concluded, and might I say that this is blowing away my expectations. If you gave me an update with just one Mortis skin in it, nothing else, I would be satisfied, and gosh dang it, we finally got a Mortis skin, and so much other stuff. We have a new brawler, epic new skins, Hot Zone is returning to the game, as well as Brawl Pass, which is quite the big update indeed. Hopefully you guys are all super excited for this. Let's get straight away into everything you need to know about the Brawl Talk and this upcoming update. Here we go. Alrighty guys, so a lot of crazy things happening and announced inside of the Brawl Talk coming in this next update. What I want to start off with is the brand new brawler coming to the game, the brand new Chromatic rarity brawler, Gale. So first things first, as you can see, Gale's health when maxed out is going to be sitting at 4,760, which is definitely not on the higher end of things. He's not super tanky, but definitely not the squishiest in the game, so you guys are going to have to play him accordingly. Now, he does have pretty decent range when compared to most of the other brawlers in the game, so I don't think that health will be a huge deficit to his character. Next, getting into his basic attack and how it's going to work. Now, I did mention before that he is a ranged brawler, but he doesn't have that crazy long of range. It's nothing to the scale of like a Brock or a Piper or anything like that. But the way that his basic attack works, his mechanics, really rewards you getting in close so you can land more than one of the snowballs that he shoots off. So Gale is going to be firing off 5 different snowballs with each individual basic attack that he uses. Now, each of those snowballs deal a grand total of 420 damage. As you can see in the gameplay, he's dealing that the majority of the time. When he's around the maximum range, you're only going to get that chip damage. Here and there, we'll see 840 when he lands 2 at once, and very rarely is he going to land 3. And it all breaks down to the way that he fires off the snowballs. They launch off horizontally, which is a really awkward way to shoot if you're trying to get that maximum damage for all of those snowballs to land. You're going to have to be right up close to the brawler, but if so, you're going to be dealing 2,100 damage with all the snowballs landing. So in Showdown, for example, you're right up close to a box, you're going to be able to farm those boxes really quickly, because 2,100 is quite a lot of damage. So as a little bit of a side note from the basic attack is my first initial impressions is that it seems a little bit on the weaker side of things and a tiny bit unpredictable. Most of the gameplay that we're seeing in the Brawl Talk, you'll see Arlight, who's controlling Gale in the gameplay, deal like 420 damage landing 1 snowball, and then sometimes even really close dealing 840, that 2 snowball chip damage. But then in different circumstances, the 1,260 came out from the enemy Gale that he was playing up against at relatively longer range. It seems to me the unpredictableness is coming from the way that it shot off, right? That horizontal pattern, but it's going to take a lot more play testing other than just dissecting the gameplay. I'd really like to see how these mechanics work moving forward, but either way, really intriguing, much different than what we're used to from new brawlers in Brawl Stars. So next, heading into Gale's super, and this is the foreign mechanic that we've been seeing from new brawlers coming to the game that Gale has, and that is what Ryan explained, somewhat like a snowblower effect or a Gale wind, where once you launch off your super, all the enemy brawlers that are caught within its range will be pushed back around 3 or 4-ish tiles. It also deals 140 damage to all the things that are caught within the radius as well. So nothing crazy for damage, but a lot of utility, being able to push people away or getting people out of weird choke points and stuff like that. Now, I do want to point this out just for your guys' information. I noticed something really strange in the Brawl Talk from the only footage that we saw from Gale's super, which was only once in the entire Brawl Talk. We see Arlight shoot it off, but then once he gets pushed back, he's stunned for a brief instance. Now, I was dissecting this clip for a very long time. He got hit by an enemy Gale's super, but none of his teammates were stunned, and I couldn't see an example of the enemy Gale getting stunned by his own attack. So there could possibly be a stun mechanic with this super. I just don't know how it came to be. Was it because of Arlight's super hitting himself or stunning himself because it was such a crazy kickback, or was it because of the enemy Gale's super coming in? But if you guys take a look at the footage back really closely, the bots on Arlight's team weren't stunned by the Gale wind, so I'm kind of scratching my head on this one. It might be because of his own super, because of the kickback. I'm not sure. I need your guys' help on that one. Now, as for Gale's 2-star powers as well as gadget, believe it or not, I'm not seeing anything that's standing out to me saying, yes, that's the gadget, or yes, that's one of his star powers. It's really, really odd. You guys, I might be missing something completely, and I've done it in the past, but you guys will have to let me know what you're thinking about his star powers or gadget. But in my opinion, I think it's a lot more fun when we have things left to be discovered when the brawler actually does come out. So I'm cool on that front, but let me know what you guys are thinking. So next, moving along to the biggest implementation in this update, and that is by far the Brawl Pass. It seems to be changing Brawl Stars quite a lot from what I'm seeing in the Brawl Talk. So I'm gonna hand the reins over to Ryan so you guys can hear what he has to say in the Brawl Talk.
We are so excited for this new feature, but first, let's talk about what happens to normal progress. Currently, your tokens go to unlocking boxes. Now, your tokens will go to a track where you can see the rewards laid out ahead of you. Now, if you buy Brawl Pass, you're gonna have a guaranteed brawler in that track. And this brawler is gonna have a new rarity called Chromatic.
Chromatic brawlers in the pass are guaranteed. But if you did not purchase a pass, you still have a chance to get it.
That's right. In addition, there's some really cool things happening on the track. For example, we're taking gems out of boxes, and now there'll be guaranteed drops on that track, which is really nice so everybody can see what they're getting and when. In addition, the Brawl Pass will have quests to speed up your progress, cosmetic items, you'll be able to see everything you can unlock ahead of you, and you'll get more rewards than you did before.
So huge takeaways from the Brawl Pass. As you can see, there is a free-to-play friendly section of the Brawl Pass where if you don't purchase it, you're still going to be getting a big chunk of the rewards, where if you buy the Brawl Pass for the given season that is out, you'll get additional rewards on the top along with the Chromatic Brawler that is being released during that season. Also, really important side note that I want to make sure that you all know, all the things that are on the Brawl Pass from the Brawl Talk are just placeholders, so they're going to be different once the update does arrive. So if you're getting in there trying to calculate what you get for progressing along the Brawl Pass, if it matches up with the way we used to get Brawl Boxes in the game, it's going to be completely different, and I'm assuming the progression is going to be fair moving forward. Now, quite possibly, this is the biggest change when it comes to how we progress in the game. Out of any update we've seen in Brawl Stars, the biggest thing changing is now the tokens that you get from the games that you play in Brawl Stars will go to your progress along the pass. So it's not like you're saving up a bunch of Brawl Boxes. Now you can't get like 500 Brawl Boxes stashed away on your account, but you can save items that are on the Brawl Pass. You don't have to open up items as they come. For example, say we're on Season 2 of a specific pass, you can go back to Season 1 for any Brawl Boxes that you haven't opened quite yet. And what I'm seeing on the footage from the Brawl Talk, I'm hoping that you can kind of skip different prizes, right? So if you have like a big Brawl Box that you unlocked on stage like 21, do you have to open that stage 21 to move on to 22, or could you just jump around? Maybe you know like an update is coming around the corner, like a big one, you skip the whole entire pass but save up all the stuff that is on that pass for you to unlock for that next brawler that comes around the corner. I'm not quite sure. It is much different than what we're normally used to when it comes to saving up Brawl Boxes in the game, and I think it's definitely going to take us just kind of getting into the update and seeing how it is type of deal. It's hard to kind of wrap my head around it, to be honest. So some other really important things about the Brawl Pass is that every single reward is predetermined, so you know what's coming next, which can be a really good thing. For example, you might see gems that are coming in close and you need those gems for a specific skin. You can grind out Brawl Stars that much more to get to those gems and use them however you need to on your account. So I kind of like that element of the Brawl Pass where you know exactly what's coming, when it's coming, so you can kind of plan around your progression. It feels like you have a little bit more control. Another key thing about the pass is there is another section where you hit a button on the top right hand corner of your screen and you go to the quests portion of the pass where you complete specific things in the game. Say, for example, there's one, heal 6,000 points of health with Poco, and you're rewarded 100 tokens to progress yourself along the pass for rewards. I find this element really fun in the game. It gives you more motivation to do certain things and play with different brawlers, not just going into Brawl Stars without a care in the world, just doing whatever you want to do. You actually have motivation to complete certain things, kind of like star keys, but a higher degree basically. So I'm a big fan of the quests. Now, I know there's a bunch to this Brawl Pass, and I promise we're almost done, but there's a few other things that you guys should really know about how it operates. So another really key feature is the fact that gems are now being removed from Brawl Boxes, but placed along the Brawl Pass on a specific tier, right? So when you make it through, you'll get the gems that you normally would get randomly out of boxes, just placed along the pass. So you're still going to be able to get gems, just not randomly out of Brawl Boxes. Another key thing that Ryan mentioned at the very end of the Brawl Pass explanation is that there's going to be more rewards along the Brawl Pass than before, the traditional way for us to save up Brawl Boxes and whatnot. So it seems like progression in the game is going to be stepped up a little bit. And I promise the final key point you need to know about the Brawl Pass is number 1, your saved Brawl Boxes that you have now on your account are not in jeopardy at all. You still will have them. They're not going to remove them or anything like that. And you're also still going to be able to save up your Brawl Boxes in a way by what we mentioned before, where you don't have to claim all the rewards from a previous pass. So say in Season 1, when Season 2 comes out, you still have rewards in Season 1. You can use that for a new brawler that comes around the corner in Season 2. You guys catch my drift? There's so much to this Brawl Pass. Again, I feel like it's just going to be us kind of jumping into it, ripping around, and trying to get used to it. But yeah, guys, that's about all the information you need to know right now about the Brawl Pass. I'm just really excited to get my hands on it to see how it works compared to the old system, but we'll have to see when the update actually does come out. So guys, I've been holding back my excitement this entire time to bring to you all the information on the new skins. Yes, you heard me in the beginning of the video. We have a new Mortis skin, Rogue Mortis. I am so psyched about this skin. He looks freaking awesome. He doesn't have a shovel anymore. He now has a giant sword that has like sand animation with his basic attack, as well as with his super. He has a sandstorm that he shoots off. I'm in love with this skin. I think it's amazing. It's got a cool vibe to it, and above all else, it's a Mortis skin. I hope it doesn't cost much, but you already know about your boy Ray. I'm going to be buying it straight up. Doesn't matter the price. It's a Mortis skin, for goodness sakes. The next one is Guard Rico, and I gotta say, huge fan of this one as well. Both Rogue Mortis and Guard Rico are kind of on the same line, or fitting into that vibe of the whole Arabian theme, right? The whole Tara, Jean, and Sandy environment or family. They're fitting into that, which is really, really cool. As you can see, there's a little bit of animation changes with the basic attack, and we don't see anything from the super on Guard Rico, but in general, he looks freaking awesome. Both Rogue Mortis and Rico are very different from their base models, which is basically all you can ask for with a skin. I really, really enjoy it. And the final one that's going to be costing gems is Tropical Sprout. The dude got shades on. Someone switched his sticky note for his little beady eyes to sunglasses. I love it. He's got a little palm tree for the antenna, and he's wearing a cool tropical polo or summer shirt. It looks so freaking good, man. And then we're getting a free skin as well. So it's a skin that we're all getting for free because Supercell turned 10 years old, and that is Barbarian Bull. This one is so freaking cool. Great skin to get for free, and I think it's really cool in the Brawl Stars dev team part to celebrate such an amazing celebration and giving something to us for free. A really good skin on top of that, so huge fan of that. Big news about emojis came in the Brawl Talk as well. We mentioned this in yesterday's video that it would be fantastic to come inside Brawl Stars, and it looks like we're getting just that. They're called pins, and since Ryan said collect, I'm assuming we're going to be able to purchase these out of the shop at some point. So there's a bunch in the Brawl Talk that we managed to see. Some copy pastas of different brawlers with the same emotion. So if you're like a Colt main or something like that, you can wait for that specific pin to come out. Now, Ryan did mention we're going to be able to use these pins in chat, but there was a subtitle at the very end of the spiel about pins that it's coming to battle soon. So we're going to be able to use emojis in game. That's freaking epic. It's exactly basically what we've been looking for. So I think that's incredibly exciting. It's something that I feel like the community has been asking for a really long time, and the pins are cute as heck. I love them. I want to use them in game right now. I can't wait. So the next big change is to the 3 special event game modes that we have at Brawl Stars: Robo Rumble, Boss Fight, as well as Big Game. Now, Ryan explains that they're not going anywhere, just being condensed to some degree, where each of them are only going to be 2-minute matches, and with a match maximum prize of 100 tokens for each of them. So I'm assuming that they're going to be coming out the same way, right, on the weekend and alternating with different maps and things along those lines, just not as many rewards from it. And the final big thing coming in this next update is Hot Zone's triumphant return. From the footage, what I'm seeing in the Brawl Talk is it looks like it's a little bit different. Frank mentioning that they made some changes to the game mode to see if it will be performing a bit better than how it did when it was in the game beforehand. And Ryan was saying, if you enjoy it, make sure to play it a crap ton. That's the best way to keep a game mode inside the game, which it's been a very long time since we've had a permanent game mode, a permanent new game mode. But yeah, guys, that's all the update information, all the stuff that we have confirmed from the Brawl Talk coming in this next update. I think it's crazy how much stuff is changing in the game. There's a lot of really epic content. Mortis skin, Rogue Mortis, thank you, Brawl Stars. Thank you so much. But yeah, a lot of really awesome things. Make sure to let me know what you guys are thinking about all this cool stuff coming to the game. And another really key thing to bring up here at the end is Ryan said, see you in July. So I'm assuming that's the next Brawl Talk, but we can talk about that in a later video. But yeah, guys, if you're excited, make sure to slap a like on it. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments down below. And with that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.